Hello everyone, my name is Ethan Charles Mufuma from Uganda and I am the junior winner of the Queen's Commonwealth Essay Competition 2021. So today I will be reading you my fiction poem entitled Okware Our Pandemic Epic. Welcome to my village, known but not much, the village of Okware, Okware Our Pandemic Hero, Okware Our Pandemic Mirror, whose story's sweetness deserves every Commonwealth ear. Ear to the ground, I shall narrate it all. My village Asila. Ignorant we were about the pandemic. Carelessly we lived with no panic. Too strong we thought we were, with bodies resistant to illnesses. Illnesses including pandemics. To us, it was a disease of the whites. Okware smelt a rat, and without seeking extra support, Okware launched campaigns and campaigns. First, connected a community radio, loud enough with clear audio. Morning, midday, and evening, Okware cautioned the residents. In my native language, Okware met everyone, bridged the gap between myth and facts, spoke deep and wide about the pandemic. Every community member shifted their mind. In no time, we started to minding the standards, minding the operations, minding the pandemic procedures. On his flat tire bicycle, Okware fetched water, dug from his pockets and bought soap, supplied it to the elderly community, reached them heart to heart, cautioned them to stay home, enlightened them on the killer pandemic, but never stopped preaching hope. Okware, misinterpreted by the police, arrested and accused of politics, that he was carrying out campaigns and campaigns. But even in prison, Okware kept to the reason, spoke deep, and alerted the other inmates about the pandemic, urged them to create a distance. Prison turned the pandemic school. Okware, released after community demand, never shifted his stand, continued with the pandemic lectures, continued with that generous heart, shared every little bite. His garden turned a community donor. His farm remained a living hope by all, including the haters of oneness. How he discovered herbals, only heaven can tell. All we saw him do was distributing leaves, calling people to steam. Steaming became steaming. Solely, Okware remained the community hope. All he went through, none can tell. How he learned tailoring, heaven is the witness. All we saw were masks in colors and sizes, labeled Save Life First. Thousands of masks he made, preached instructions on how to use, and the pandemic avoided Asila. His haters turned lovers. His doubters became believers. Men in political power joined Okware. Together we made an army and fought and kicked the pandemic beyond repair, secured our hope, raised growth, worked in solidarity, in unison, and the community sang Okware, Okware, Okware. Thought it was done, but wait. The pandemic tricked and teased our own intelligence when it claimed the life of Okware's son. Oh, our fear grew fresh. How could this happen to Okware, who was safe then? The community looked hopeless. Great people find opportunities even in a crisis. In such a dark hour in Okware's family, Okware stood strong, courageous, and focused. To the entire community he spoke. My son is sacrifice, a lesson or else a chance to teach the entire Asila and the world beyond that the pandemic is merciless to every soul, not just death, but a lesson above doubts. Ears turned more open to Okware's community radio. Eyes became brighter and looked longer. Every mind became cautious and vigilant. And Okware remained the mastermind. Okware's son rested in peace, but Okware never rested at peace. For he thought the community needed more if the pandemic was to be arrested. Where could our hope come? Who could sacrifice beyond life? None can count. How many could the pandemic swallow? Okware remains our pandemic hero. In his name, poems be recited. In his image, sculptures be carved. In his memory, books be written. And in his vision, communities be driven. Asila continues to rise above the sky. Asila remains hopeful and marches on. The pandemic sits below the shadow. Our growth is never at a threat. Our lives past the taste. Praise be to that togetherness. No difficulty beats a joint effort. No season, no pandemic, no situation. I remain Ethan Charles Mufuma from Uganda, the junior winner of the Queen's Commonwealth Essay Competition 2021.